You know that feeling when you have a really great conversation and then later you try to tell someone else about it, but it's kind of tricky? We do it all the time. We share stories, we share news, and we definitely share the questions people ask us. Today, we are going to absolutely nail how to do that perfectly in English. I mean, really think about it. Your friend asks about your plans for the weekend. How do you tell your family what they asked? That little switch from a direct question to telling a story about it? Well, that's exactly what this is all about. We're talking about reported questions. So, you're ready to jump in? Here's what we've got lined up. First, we're going to listen in on a real conversation. Then we'll dig into what makes these reported questions a little bit different. After that, I'm going to give you 3 golden rules. We'll also see how verbs do this little time travel trick, and we'll finish up with a quick guide to make sure it all sticks. Let's do this. All right, first things first, we're going to listen to a short chat about family and community stuff. Now, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to listen really carefully to the phrases you'll see highlighted on the next few slides. Let's go.
My aunt asked me when the family was meeting again.
My brother also asked if I was coming to the holiday dinner this year.
Yesterday, a neighbor asked me where our street festival would take place.
A journalist even asked why our traditions were so important.
My cousin asked me how long these customs have been part of our community.
Okay, time out. Did you catch that? Did you notice anything a little strange about how those questions were being shared? Yeah, they didn't really sound like questions, did they? Let's zoom in and investigate what's actually changing here. So, what is the secret here? This slide basically gives it away. On the left, you have a normal question. Where is the festival? See how the verb is comes before the subject, the festival? Now, look to the right. In the reported question, the order completely flips. Where the festival was, it's subject, then verb. Oh, and did you spot the other big change? The question mark. It's just gone. All right, so how can you do this yourself? It is not as complicated as it looks, I promise. There are really just 3 golden rules you need to remember. Think of this as your secret formula for getting reported questions right every single time. Okay, rule number 1, and this one is the big one. Use normal sentence order, not question order. So instead of that verb first structure, like in where is she, you flip it back to a statement. He asked where she is. Subject first, then the verb. It's like you're just telling a fact, which is exactly what you're doing. Okay, that's great for W questions, but what about the ones you can just answer with yes or no? You know, like, are you married? Well, this one's super easy. You just add the magic word if. That's it. It becomes, she asked if I was married. Simple, right? And now for our final golden rule. And it's a bit like a magic trick. You see those little helper words, do, does, and did? When you report a question, they just disappear. Poof. So the question, where do you live, becomes, he asked where I lived. See? The do is gone, and we just use the past tense of the main verb. Now, that idea of changing the verb to the past is actually a really big deal with reported questions. There's a whole pattern to it. When we report something, we often take the verb and just nudge it one step back in time. Let's take a look at a chart that makes this super clear. And check this out. It makes so much sense when you see it laid out like this. Present simple just becomes past simple. Present continuous slides back to past continuous. Even past simple takes one more step back to past perfect. And look at will and can. They become would and could. It's all just about telling the story from a little further in the future. Phew, I know, that was a lot of info. But don't worry, because we can squeeze all of that down into one simple checklist. This next slide is your new best friend, your quick guide with everything you need, all in one spot. Okay, let's run through it one last time, quick fire. First, sentence order, not question order. Subject, then verb. Second, ditch the question mark. Third, for yes, no questions, use if. Fourth, do, does, and did. Get rid of them. And finally, number 5, take that verb and move it one step into the past. You got this. And now, it's your turn. I want you to think about your week. What is one question that someone, anyone, asked you? A friend, a teacher, someone in your family? Now try reporting it using these 5 rules. Seriously, give it a shot. The more you use it, the easier it gets. Thanks for joining me today.